look at it, it's beautiful, the weather's out, it's a walking street, love it. Leh in India's far north is a magical part of the world. Different sights, different food and a different culture. After we recover from the change in altitude, we get stuck into visiting the sights of the city.
Welcome to Leh.
We are pretty tired after yesterday's bus ride. Today's going to be quite quiet, but we have come out, had a quick look around town. We are now having some thalis in the Moti Market here in Leh. The mutton, the gravy is fantastic. Meat's pretty tough, as you'd probably expect. There's this chutney we've never had before, which is lovely. Really fresh dahi, great rotis. Oh, lovely thali, really nice. Such a good meal. Two great thalis. The mutton was a real highlight. We should probably order meat more often, especially up here. We just got a massive amount of little apricot cookies and a coconut biscuit, like a big coconut biscuit, for 75 rupees. Apricots are a specialty of the area. It's the only fruit that will grow, or the trees will survive through the winter in this region. So you see a lot of apricot products. I'm looking forward to some apricot juice and some apricot jam later on in our stay.
Golden Bakery, just out of the main town. All their biscuits are 180 a kilo, so really good value if you want to try some of the local handmade biscuits.
We are in a great little lane having tea. A couple of huge chorten, really decorative right next to us. The sky is lovely. It's really peaceful and quiet.
We are off today to see the palace.
It's a 1600s monstrosity that towers over the town. Actually, it's really beautiful. We had a great view of it from our first guest house. We just have to get up there.
We're going to head through the main bazaar and then up the hill. We just had a fantastic lunch at the Ladakh Women's Cafe in the main bazaar in Leh. The cafe has been set up to provide local food at reasonable prices, and all of the proceeds go to the local women's welfare network. It's a really good place to go and eat. The people are super friendly and the food is very tasty.
Very narrow streets. A lot of these buildings have actually been restored reasonably recently.
We're both huffing and puffing a bit. Turns out being at 3,500 metres does have an impact.
The road disappeared, but this looks like another way up. Whew.
So yeah, the view.
Oh, stunning. Good excuse for a rest.
Everything's harder at 3,500 metres above sea level.
Hello. Two, please. 2 tickets to Leh's ancient palace.
It looks really cool and not too busy. I had the impression that it's a Sunday, so it would be really busy, but there's no one around. We're very lucky.
We have found the 6th level. When we're feeling a bit more energetic, we might head up to that one.
We're up here on the 8th story of the palace, and while the palace is pretty cool to see, the view is absolutely spectacular. Check this out.
The ancient palace here in Leh was built in the early 17th century during the Namgyal dynasty, and it was the home of the Ladakhi rulers right up until 1846 when they were moved on to Stock. It's a fascinating palace to walk around. It's got 9 stories, kind of in a split level formation, quite narrow corridors. It has been extensively restored. There's a couple of small photo exhibitions inside. 2 highlights. The view is amazing. You can see so much of Leh and get a really good feel for how the town sits next to the Indus Valley. It's also got a royal shrine inside, which is beautiful. It's got lovely murals. Unfortunately, you can't take any photos. It is a working shrine. It's 300 rupees to enter. Well worth it. It's really unique.
Strolling through the Taeju market, which is a market just near the bus stand. It is largely full of clothes and everything you could ever want. If you're cold, come here because there is beanies and scarves galore.
There is some good fortune owing to me. Another day of 23 degrees and bright sunshine.
Our bodies are still getting used to the altitude though, so we're going to take it relatively easy and only climb up one mountain.
First destination, the fort. This town has such a cool feel. This is the main bazaar. It's mainly tourist shops. There's a little bit of food, but look at it. It's beautiful. The weather's out. It's a walking street. Love it. Picked up some supplies for our walk up to the castle or fort. It overlooks the whole area. Looks amazing. I think in the altitude the climb could be a bit of a challenge, but we shall see.
It's right up the top of that mountain.
We are not very far up the hill with a long way to go. I think our Leh-Ladakh, Manali and Road to Leh videos may need a bit of a health warning. These places are at altitude. We are not making a big deal about that in our videos, but to give you an understanding, they even have like oxygen bars and heaps of government warnings all over the place. So if you're planning a trip to any of these areas, be cognizant of how altitude affects your body, do your research, be prepared to take longer everywhere you go and longer to get anywhere that you're going.
We've come from all the way down there and we're going all the way to there. Normally that wouldn't seem very far.
Yeah, today.
But today it seems like a long way.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme.
Getting there, getting there.
It's really steep and there's not a lot of oxygen.
I'm tired of this. And I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open.
If you wonder why we love this place, this is why. Look at that.
That is awesome.
I've seen a lot of pretty epic views in my time. I've been really lucky, but this place, everywhere you look, the view is spectacular.
I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still
Closed.
We go all the way up here and it's closed. In India, things close on a Monday all the time.
And we always forget.
We've been here for months and we still can't figure that out. Oh well, at least the view's good.
We just saved 30 rupees each. Yeah. Not.
That's like 3 samosas each we've saved.
Oh, we got samosas.
Yep.
This is Namgyal Tsiemo. It's a temple that was built in the 14th century during the first kingdom of Ladakh. It's otherwise known as the Red Temple. It's got a 3-meter high Buddha inside. It is closed on Mondays, and it is Monday, but the view is stunning. It's a really cool little maze between the 2 main structures. It's definitely worth the climb up here.
If it was on this side, it carries this top. Turns out the rest of it is open, just not the temple. So we paid 30 rupees for our tickets and we're exploring.
This is high.
Bit of a climb? Bit of a climb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Little bit dusty, but fantastic view and well worth the climb.
3 points of contact, everybody.
Well, that was well worth the climb. The view is just unreal. It never gets old. This is how the smarter people get up here. They don't climb up like we do, they just drive. We have earned a picnic. We're just hanging out here in this beautiful lookout spot with lots of prayer flags around us, having a couple of samosas.
show me your love like it is, like it is. And open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your
It's a really peaceful spot up amongst the prayer flags.
We're almost back down. No surprises. Coming down was a lot easier than going up. Well worth the climb though. How to fail when you're sharing your cookie with your husband. It's very similar to our friends 4 and 6-year-olds who have a rule. One person splits it and the other one chooses which half they want. I think I'm in trouble.
Sweet! I would not do that to Kel.
Good.